Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Daylight, what if I told you that the very person who once held Ebony up, protected her, and even joined her in the shadows of palace politics to pull Queen Naomi down, has now turned against her? Yes, you heard me right. Ebony's own godmother has blown the whistle in the most shocking betrayal, shocking and betrayal. Like Ebony's godmother has betrayed her so much, in fact, in a way that no one would have ever thought that could happen. Tell the world what you told me in London. Ebony's, leaked message packed royal firestorm as her godmother turns against her in an explosive confession. It is not a small thing that is going on in the palace of the Oni of Ife. It's all about Ebony. It started during a private trip to London a few months ago. Remember, there was something about the surrogacy. You remember that Ebony has been trying to, have a child for the Oni of Ife for the longest of time. And in that her desperation, I know that this is not the first time I'm hearing something about a surrogacy mom, a surrogate mom, sorry. And this surrogate mom happens to be the granddaughter of Ebony's godmother. So when she started, trying to get a surrogate mom, the godmother of Ebony had introduced Ebony to a friend that Ebony all these years or the months, she never knew that girl was related to the grandmother. And that was how Ebony brought that girl to the palace. Girl reach palace, go now. Baby Oku no gree go. Baby Oku don't fall in love, head over heels in love with the Oni of Ife. Such that when Ebony left, when Ebony came and introduced that thing about surrogacy mom, Oni's sisters, the family, they were even upset with her. What do you mean? Royal family, surrogate mom or what? Sorry. Surrogate mom drama. It was a very big problem. They did not agree. And that was how the girl was supposed to go. Instead of this girl to go, the lady went and stayed in Lagos. And the grandmother came and met her in Lagos, okay? And now the grandmother is very close to the Oni of Ife. It was through Oni of Ife that Ebony met this woman and tagged her godmother. So when the grandmother came and met the girl in Lagos, the grandmother of that girl came to the palace. And when the grandmother of the girl came to the palace, the grandmother spoke to the girl. The girl came to Ile-Ife and met the mother. And then again, the girl met Oni of Ife for the second time. And, the grandmother acted as though, he didn't know that the girl had come earlier, as though, in fact, she didn't know the former arrangement and all of that. That was when Oni found out that this girl is the granddaughter to that woman that is very close to him. That's the Oni of Ife. And of course, big man talk to big man and all of that. That was how they started flowing. Oni was more comfortable with the girl, knowing that it's a granddaughter to this woman. They said, Oni, of course, Oni is a very brilliant man. He likes brilliant girls. And the girl is so smart, so beautiful, so young. They said, so Oni, they engaged this girl for plenty talk. They would discuss current affairs, international politics. You go here, she know. You go there, she know. That's how Oni likes them, okay? And so this girl started getting very, very close to the Oni of Ife, such that the grandmother stayed in the palace for 3 months. A girl who said she had a job in the UK and everything did not go, stayed there with the grandmother for 3 months. As a matter of fact, the grandmother was in the palace when the girl traveled once with the Oni of Ife, came back to meet. She was the hottest thing in the palace that time. The surrogate mom that said she was very, very hot. Okay, remember that time Ebony started trying to get the girl out of the palace, going to Naomi, begging Naomi and all of that. This surrogate mom matter her went on and on and on and on, causing a lot of problems, okay? And eventually, I don't know, I think it had something to do with Olori Naomi. Kabiyesi stopped it with that girl. Now, the grandmother, you know, her plan was the girl will come and have that child for Kabiyesi, and from that time, marriage fee entered there. So the plan was to deceive Ebony, but, you know, God catch both of them. Right now, they say, wahala, don't shele, the grandmother don't vex as everything don't scatter. Because Ebony and the girl, they kept having altercation in the UK. It all started during a private trip to London a few months ago. There in the quiet comfort of her, you know, God's mother, Chelsea's flat, okay? Ebony, okay? And spoke freely. She revealed secret, ugly secret. She boasted, you know, she boasted about her moves in the palace, her battle with Queen Naomi, and the spiritual forces she allegedly assigned, okay? All align with to undo Olori Naomi. Now, that the table have taught, tell the world what you told me in London. This were the sharp, fearless, you know what, Ebony's godmother shouted into the camera during a low-leaked voice note that has gone viral among palace insiders. And what did she reveal? Delarai, brace yourself. This once, you know, silent godmother now burning with guilt and spiritual conviction exposed how Ebony moved from the river to another, from one river to another, literally journeying to marine altars and coven, consulting with water spirit just to block Queen Naomi's destiny. She claimed Ebony swore on her life that Queen Naomi would never return back to the Oni of Ife's had all palace. She said Ebony told her, okay, with her own mouth, as long as I bring Naomi will never come back, I will scatter everything she holds dear. The godmother admitted that at the time she didn't challenge her. In fact, she supported her. But now she's not just done with Ebony, she's calling her out publicly. This is what we are hearing. That if the information is correct, this is what is going on. The godmother also revealed how Ebony manipulated narrative within the palace, spreading lies to make Queen Naomi look like the problem while playing victim to gain Oni's sympathy. She would try in the Oni's presence, accuse Queen Naomi of spiritual manipulation, when all along she was the one summoning spirit from the dark waters of Africa. It is not a smart something, oh my Delarai. She went as far as bringing charms disguised as gift from Kenya, okay, hiding them in the palace gardens, specifically targeting Queen Naomi's resting place during her visit. One of the charms was even found under a royal cushion, something that, you know, caused a huge spiritual alarm in the palace months ago, but was quickly covered up. You know that they do a lot of covering up in that palace because whatever goes out there has to do with the name of Kabiyesi. And so this is what we are hearing. If the information is true, now that her godmother is speaking out, Ebony is said to be in panic mode. Her own family, who are also said to be deeply involved in the spiritual battles, have turned their wrath on the godmother, threatening her, calling her a traitor and warning her to stop talking before she disgraces her lineage. But this woman says she no longer fears them. I was part of the fight against Queen Naomi, and I know I was wrong. She confesses in the leak, you know, voice message. That woman carries light, and no matter how many rivers Ebony crosses, light can never be, you know, drowned. Sources say that the Oni of Ife has now been made aware of this message, and he is reportedly not taking it lightly. He is said to be conducting a private investigation into the spiritual activities of some of the palace wives, and Ebony is at the center of it. Or Delarai, can you imagine the same Ebony who used to move confidently through the palace, who once bragged that she's the king's heart wrapped around her finger, is now facing disgrace exposed by the very person who once fought beside her. Okay, now they said the drama is not a small thing that is unfolding in the palace. Everybody is turning against Ebony. All this because of her fury, anger over the Hilton Heights, mansion in London. And this whole thing has really, really, destroyed her relationship with the Oni of Ife, because so many different people are coming to say the things that she has done with to Olori Nami, which, are so, 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 so bad. This is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Do not forget that, you should not take this as fact, okay? These are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.